Alright, so today we are going to install a brand new IQ Panel 2, 2 doors, a motion, a key fob, a lamp module, and an indoor camera. We're going to show you how long that takes in real time. So let's get started. So if I look at my quick guide here, it says step 1 is to choose a mounting style, tabletop or desk mount. We're actually going to do both today, so I will show you the tabletop first. Tabletop mount is done. We press and hold the power key for 3 seconds and the panel will boot up. While that's doing that, I'm going to start prepping my sensors here. Our panel's booted up here and is ready to go. So now we're going to actually go ahead and show you the wall mount installation. So if I didn't want to table mount this and I wanted to wall mount it, simply undo my power here. Today we're going to mount it on this gang box, this spare gang box that was here. Outlet here. Make a little notch here for our wire. And we'll grab a glow rod. insulation in this wall, so it makes it a little bit tougher.
Tell us what you're trying to do.
Just trying to grab the chain on that rod here to fish this wire through. But there's insulation in this wall, and this sometimes can take a minute, depending on your wire run and what you're trying to do here. So let's try to reposition this again. Grab this chain here. Get it in the right place. I ought to be able to grab it. There we go. Oh, got it.
Talk about how this is the longest, possibly the longest part of the install.
So this is one of the potential longest parts of the install, is running the wire, right? Every home's gonna be a little different. And where you choose to mount the panel, it's gonna affect how long it takes you to run your wire. I think I got it here. It's just a lot of insulation in this wall. That's giving me a problem. Fill it. I have it. Just need to it's stuck. Yay. All right. We're gonna grab our wire here. And should have enough. You can always hook up your own wire if you need to, or you can use the wire that we ship with it. In this case, we're gonna have enough, and I'm gonna use this wire here. Pull this through. All right, perfect. So now I'm gonna go ahead and mount the panel. And the panel can mount to a gang box if you have one, like this. Or it can screw directly to the wall. Have one here. All right. do have a hanging strap for this. And go ahead and do this. And this transformer, the striped wire, is our positive. So we'll go ahead and take that off. And we'll push that in. All right. Now, I like to make a little hole here. Actually, we won't do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this antenna back in the wall. And we push it flat on the bottom. Snap it in place. And we'll push it on the top and snap it into place. And we're ready to go. So now we can start with our sensor programming. Let's move on here. Actually, let's do this. We'll follow the guide here. So we've done the table mount. We decided to do a wall mount. Next, we're going to connect it to Wi-Fi. So I swipe down. Actually, let me plug this in here. We're gonna do this way here. This lines up with the hole here. And we provide a longer screw. Through here. Okay. Now let's go into programming.
Enter user code.
Wait, we're going to connect to Wi-Fi. And I can see the Wi-Fi networks here. Connect to it. Oops, I messed that up. Connect to it. Connected. Now we're going to go to upgrade software, and we're going to check to see if there's a new update, and there's not one available. So next we go right on to cell test. We're going to test our cellular connection here. And it went through. Now when the cell test goes through, this is what communicates with the back-end server. It'll download the time, the date, the weather. It will set all the programming automatically, so the installer doesn't have to program anything other than sensors and Z-Wave devices. So that's right here on our quick guide. We've now done step 1. Step 2 was Wi-Fi. 3 was cell test. We checked for an update. And we are going to move on to step 5, security devices, and then Z-Wave devices. So, devices, security sensors, auto learn sensor. Got a device here. All I do is pull the battery tabs, or tamper the device, it automatically shows me what it is. We're going to go ahead and give it a custom description, and we'll call this conference room door, and we're going to make that an instant perimeter because it's on
Sensor
the second
added
floor.
successfully.
Leave that there. Okay. And we are in an environment with a lot of RF devices, but we will just leave that. Okay, that's the one we wanted. Leave that alone. And we'll call this office door.
Sensor added successfully.
Okay, I'm gonna edit that real quick. I'm gonna make that an instant. There we go. Okay, so my two sensors have been added. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and add my motion detector. All right. And this is pretty easy to do. We're going to pull the battery tab again. Okay. And we'll come in here to security sensors, auto learn. And we will tamper it. Perfect. And that's the same DL code. We'll make it a motion. We'll change the name to hallway motion.
Sensor added successfully.
Hit add. So that's ready to go. And then we have a key fob. Of course, we could do the Bluetooth disarming as well, but for this example, we'll install a traditional key fob. Let me move this here. Okay, I'm gonna make it a key fob,
Sensor added successfully.
and we're done. Check my codes, those all look good. Yep, those all look good. So now we'll go ahead and install the devices. So to install the door window sensor, start with the tape. I'm gonna kick this out of programming mode here, so we don't get any faults. There we go.
Conference room door open.
And this can either be put on with the double side tape that we ship with it, or screws. In this application, we're gonna go ahead and use the tape.
Conference room door open.
It's very good 3M sticky tape. So we will use that.
Office door open.
And you can hear the panel talking in the background. That's good, that means that's working the way it should be. All right, let's go install these.
Office door open.
So this is the office door.
Office door open.
We're gonna go ahead and do that right here on this door.
Office door open.
All right, and we have a 1-inch magnet gap. So a rare earth magnet, very powerful gap. So we don't have to be as careful there, but we will be able to get this here, no problem. All right, make sure it's on there good. Working great.
Office door open. Office door open. Office door open. Conference room door open.
All right, let's go to the office door here. Same style door. Alright, so we know that's working good. And we're going to install our motion detector. The screws here. Go ahead and do that in this corner.
Explain the mounting holes.
This has different mounting holes for different types of angles: flat mount, angle mount, corner mount. We usually mount it flat and a little bit lower for pet immunity, and angled up and down, or a little bit higher and angled down for non-pet immunity. So we don't have pets here. We're gonna go ahead and do the non-pet immune installation. A little bit of a tough time. All right, we'll get that nice and straight. And we'll put our second. Looks pretty good. All right. All right, so the security portion is done. That is it with the sensors. Of course, we have the key fob here. We're going to move on to Z-Wave. And for Z-Wave, we're doing a lamp module today. And we will plug it in here for demo purposes.
Enter user code.
We'll go to devices, and instead of security sensors, not Wi-Fi, pick Z-Wave devices. Add the device, pair, and press the button on the device. It picks it up automatically as a light. We can leave it a name, we can give it any name we want. We'll give this one a custom name, and we'll call this reception light.
Reception light is added to network successfully.
All right, now that's it for Z-Wave. And when we did that, a third page pulled up. It's automatically there.
Reception light off. Reception light on.
I can control it. All right, so we're now going to move on to the camera, and we will install this here. Box. That. All right, let's go ahead and learn this one in. To do that, we're going to go ahead and boot it up. Let it power cycle here. Alrighty. I'm just going to wait for that light a few seconds here to get ready to let the camera boot up. The camera takes 30 to 60 seconds to boot or so. Alright, so it's ready to go here. We're going to go ahead and learn it into our router. Our router happens to be right here. To do that, we're going to use WPS. You could also use an Ethernet cable. Very similar process. I'm going to press and hold the button down in the back until it goes blue. And I will press and hold this button here until my router flashes. And then they will automatically pair. So we'll wait a few seconds here for that to happen.
Show us the WPS button.
It's right there on the back. So they'll go ahead and pair up here, and then we'll watch that light go green when it gets an internet connection, and then we will add it to our account through the Mobile Tech application. So I'll come here, and I'll go to Video, Video Management, and Video Device Installation. And I will get ready to enter the MAC address when this pairs here. And it's green flashing, so I'm ready to go ahead and enter my MAC address. That can be found on the box, it can be found on the device itself. So we'll go ahead and enter that in here. Alright, that looks right. Go ahead and do that. And you can see here that this is installing. And that'll take about a minute or two to install, and then it will be added to the account and working. We can plug it in anywhere we want. Give that just a minute here. Alright, and we can see here the light's solid green. That's a good signal. This is just wrapping up on this end. Should go very fast here at this point. We will be good to go. Alright, so we're done. We can go in here and we can give it a name if we want. So we can rename the video device. Let's go ahead and give it a name, Office Camera. Done. And we'll rename that. Alright, so that's been updated as the Office Camera. We can now go ahead and move it wherever we want. In this case, we want to move it into this other room here. We are just going to set this on this little side table. This mount spins. Of course, it is wall mountable if you chose to do that. but we are not going to do that right now. I'm actually going to go ahead and unplug one of these for now. And we will mount the camera just like that. Alright, and that should give us a good view of anybody coming into the office. Alright. So there we go. Now that'll turn solid green again once it reconnects. Perfect. Alright, so from an installation perspective, we're actually done. No more screwdrivers to turn, nothing else to do. Everything's programmed, working, ready to go. At this point, we would teach the customer how to use it, get them logged into their app, and answer any questions they might have, make sure they feel comfortable with the system. So that's it for today's install, and I hope you enjoyed it.